I think the three artists that are definitely at the base of my musical pyramid are Erykah Badu, Minnie Riperton, and Joni Mitchell. Those three artists just had such an influence on me, and I listened to them from such a young age. And yeah, still to this day, I absolutely love them. I don't think it ever was a consideration, you know. I think at the time that I started DJing, there really weren't as many DJs as there are now. Like now everyone's a DJ, which I think is great. I think you know, the more people that are really loving music and playing, the better. But yeah, at the time there weren't that many people playing the music that I was playing, and there definitely weren't many women. Um, so it was never a consideration. I think that um, being in London was just an incredibly inspiring place to be when starting in the music industry, and yeah, was surrounded by really incredible people, and felt pretty inspired. And I was working at Sounds of the Universe, the record shop, when from the age of, well, originally from the age of 15, when I did my work experience there, and then got a more regular job there when I was 19. And yeah, I worked there for 5 years, and that was an incredibly inspiring place to be, and surrounded by amazing music, extremely knowledgeable people, and yeah, that was an amazing musical first musical experience, really. Yeah, it's definitely a difficult space to be in right now. I don't know what it's like in Australia at the moment, but in the UK, so many venues have shut, so many festivals have stopped, um, and it's yeah, it's tricky. There's very limited funds. Everything's gone up in price. Um, we actually put our tickets for Basket of Light on sale yesterday, and we sold out the whole festival in under 15 minutes, which is a definite record. Um, so had I recorded this a couple days ago, I would have said that ticket sale it's hard to sell tickets. But yeah, recording this today, it's yeah, was easy to sell tickets this time. I mean, you know, you never know how things are gonna go, but yeah, we're lucky in that we have a very dedicated crowd, and yeah, people seem to love what we're doing, which is really cool. Yeah. I really love playing non-traditional club music in the club. I think dropping a 85 BPM salsa track at 2 a.m. can just be the most euphoric and fun and joyful moment. It's obviously, you know, sometimes people come up to me and they say, play faster, play harder. Um, and, you know, sometimes the flow of the night does need to get more progressively faster. You know, you can't be playing like 85 BPM the whole night. But yeah, those kind of like moments where you're playing a song that's so not designed for the club and not traditionally so far removed from like house music, and everyone's loving it, is just a very satisfying feeling. So I first started learning to DJ with vinyl when I was 18, 10 years ago. And my brother was a DJ at the time. Well, he still is a DJ now, but I'd go over to his house and play with his records. And I remember the first time trying to like beat match and being like so baffled as to how you could have one thing in one ear and another thing in the other ear. And I come from like a musical background. Like I've always played music. And I kind of thought, oh yeah, this is going to be easy. And it's really hard. It is really hard. And I think just be persistent. I remember there being a moment where suddenly I could hear these two separate things, and I could be like, okay, yeah, this one needs to slow down a bit, this one needs to speed up a little bit, that needs to, and you kind of like unlock this thing in your brain where you can just suddenly like part your two separate sides and be like, okay, I'm listening to two different things at the same time, and I'm able to kind of lock them in. And it's an amazing feeling when you get that. And I think sometimes it's best not to like overthink it, because if you think about it too much, then it just gets really confusing. So just kind of like let the music flow, and give it time, because it's a challenging thing, especially, you know, these days a lot of people learn to DJ on CDJs, and you have the waveform, everything's, you know, you can press a sync button and it does it for you. And it's challenging, but it's very satisfying.